Determine the slope, y-intercept, and equation of line U and line P. First, let's consider line U. In order to find the equation of the line, we must first find the slope and the y-intercept. For the y-intercept, we look for where the graphed line crosses the y-axis. The line crosses the y-axis at 0, 4. So the y-intercept is positive 4. The slope is the change between the points on a line. So we need to identify 2 points. We can use the point we just found on the y-axis, 0, 4, and then pick any other point on the line. It's a good idea to look for places where the line goes through an exact intersection, like this one, 3, 3. The vertical distance between the points is -1 because the line is going down, and the horizontal distance between the points is 3. The slope is -1/3. We can verify this by picking any other 2 points on the line. From these 2 points, you can see that the vertical change is -3 and the horizontal change is 9. The ratio -3/9 can be simplified to -1/3. Now that we have the slope and y-intercept, we can write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form, or y equals mx plus b. M represents the slope and b represents the y-intercept. So the equation of line U is y equals -1/3 x plus 4. Next, let's consider line P. For the intercept, we look for where the graphed line crosses the y-axis. The line crosses the y-axis at 0, -3. So the y-intercept is -3. The slope is the change between the points on a line. So we need to identify 2 points. We can use the point we just found on the y-axis, 0, -3, and then pick any other point on the line. Another good point looks like this one, -5, -6. The vertical distance between the points is +3 because the line is going up, and the horizontal distance between the points is 5. The slope is +3/5. Now that we have the slope and y-intercept, we can write the equation of the line in slope-intercept form. M represents the slope and b represents the y-intercept. So the equation of line P is y equals 3/5 x minus 3. Determine the slope and y-intercept. Draw the line on the graph. We see the equation y equals -2/3 x plus 1. The equation of the line is written in slope-intercept form, or y equals mx plus b. That allows us to identify the slope and the y-intercept. We see that -2/3 and m are both coefficients of x, which means that is the slope value. So the slope of this line is -2/3. Next, we can see that +1 and b are the constants, which means the y-intercept is +1. Now we need to graph the line. When graphing the line from an equation, it's helpful to plot the y-intercept first, because we know that's where the line will cross the y-axis. The y-intercept is +1, so we'll put a dot on 1 on the y-axis. From this point, we can create another point by using the 2 values in the slope. The slope of -2/3 tells us that between any 2 points on this line, the y value decreases by 2 and the x value increases by 3. We can draw a triangle to help us. We'll move 2 units down and 3 units to the right. We can place a point here. Now that we have 2 points, we can connect the points to create the line. Plot three collinear points, -4, 0, 0, 2, and 2, 3. What is the equation of the line? Plot the points on the coordinate plane. Because they are collinear, we can draw a line through them. From here, we can use the graph to find the y-intercept and slope. Then we can write the equation. The line crosses the y-axis at 0, 2. So the y-intercept, or b, is 2. For the slope, we can choose any 2 points and find the change between them. Using these outer 2 points, we see the y values increase from 0 to 3. So the change in y is +3. The x values increase from -4 all the way to +2. So the change in x is 6. The slope, or m, is 3/6, which simplifies to 1/2. Now, keeping in mind slope-intercept form, or y equals mx plus b, we can write the equation of this line. We start with y equals, then we substitute the slope of 1/2 in for m, which is the coefficient of x. Then we substitute the y-intercept of 2 in for b. Our final equation is y equals 1/2 x plus 2. Now it's your turn. Create an equation for each line described. A positive slope and a negative y-intercept. A negative slope and a positive y-intercept. I hope you guys enjoyed today's lesson as much as I did. Don't forget to practice just a little bit more, and I'll see you next time.